Let's see. Is Dan here?
Cut the music. Let me tell you something. I was in the green room yesterday and I heard some absolute horseshit. Sorry, brother. Sorry for cussing. From that stooge, that scumbag, Humberto. I am never too big for the program, guy. There's just times where the schedule might conflict, but that's all right. I'm a problem solver. We're in a problem solving work around it.
Gilbert, do you know who Sketch is or no?
I saw
Tuesday.
Okay, hold on, Dan. Tell him what happened. Tell him what happened to you. Tell him what happened to you yesterday.
Dude, swear to God, Monday morning, first day back from break, in every single class, someone says Tuesday, sorry, brother, what's up, brother, or special plays, special teams, special whatever. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, I hate these trend things. Like, it's the stupidest thing ever.
What is it? I didn't even know who this guy was until I saw him.
He's some streamer on TikTok who like blew up. So
he's the one that had the picture with Stephon Diggs and CJ Stroud, right?
Yeah, I have no idea.
He works out with those guys. Like, he does all kinds of stuff.
I had no idea who the guy was. And then, like, I started trying to figure out who he was. I'm like, oh, he's probably a YouTuber. And that's how I know how I'm old.
That's what it was.
Like, yeah, people are like really enamored. I mean, I've seen some of his videos, and the dude is like really funny. Like the dumb shit that he does,
my boy,
is pretty funny or whatever. But
it's funny. But I'm like, come on, dude. What's up, my boy? I am here today. Yesterday, I got cut. Little inside baseball. I got cut yesterday.
Let's believe. I swear, you do what I think you're gonna do. No, I'm just kidding.
Is that too far? I gotta commit now. I gotta commit now. You're right. Thank you
for
letting me know.
Guy in the Texans jersey. So like he just does like different stuff and he just does weirdo things. So
shout out to you, Jorge. I'll keep shouting you out and making.
He's like a Madden streamer and he's like popular.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
Oh.
He's had Vontez Burfict on and like he's like in one of those, he's like, hey Vontez, what's it like to like he's like, Sketch, I'm gonna knock you out. He's like, oh really? Like you knocked yourself out of your career? And then like just like dumb stuff like that. And then like with Sauce Gardner, Sauce is like, oh yeah, Greg Zuerlein has a huge leg. He's like, oh, he's like, I guess Sauce Gardner's a watcher in the locker room. And so just like he just does dumb stuff, but it's I guess it's pretty
maybe
funny.
he chose the wrong streaming platform. We should actually be like playing video games while we're talking.
Twitch.
Yeah.
By the way, real quick, I don't know if you guys saw, but
I want to talk about WrestleMania. I want it to be known. I want to talk about WrestleMania.
I know we are going to talk.
Yeah,
about
you have 8 minutes left, so come on, let's get to it.
The tribal chief has
throw your ones up. Throw your ones up, sons of bitches. Throw them up.
He put yesterday I mourned. Today is day one.
I love it. I love it.
Put your ones up.
Thank you, Roman.
I'm excited about that. But all right, Dan, go ahead and have your
okay. I want to say a few things. Okay?
And don't go too long because
7 minutes and 30 seconds left.
No. I won't. First thing I want to say, right, is I don't know about you guys, but well, actually, no, I'll talk about this first. When you saw all these characters come back and everything else, that's what it felt like. If you watched the Avengers live, that's what I felt like right there. It was everything where I'm like, wow. Like all these guys I remember watching, grew up watching and everything else coming out. Like that was absolutely amazing. I like that little callback. And I think you had a very good point, Alberto, yesterday. That was kind of a cool thing to do for the older fans, but you're also blending in the newer talent and you're not making it just about the old heads and everything else. That was, I thought, super awesome. Like you want to talk about reaction videos. We should have had one for that one. That would have been really good. Joe's, I don't know if you've seen Joe Moley. Shout out to him.
Oh, yeah.
His reaction video is so badass with those two guys we met over there.
You can say the
Samoans. I was gonna say the Ooses.
Yeah. Fits in TJ. You'll probably
you don't know what's racist anymore, huh, Dan?
I met him at the WWE thing, the Ooses over there.
Those
that was an awesome video. But what was I gonna tell you? I don't know.
What about Logan Paul's?
I don't give a rat's ass about Logan Paul.
Thank you, Dan. Finally agree on something.
I'm honestly pissed off Kevin Owens didn't win, or Randy. Like, I think Kevin Owens is underutilized. I think The Miz is underutilized. I think there's so much talent on this roster that you don't need the same 5 chasing the championship. But whatever. One thing I wanted to say, I don't know about you guys, but I felt like yeet. But I felt like but yesterday, or sorry, on Sunday, I felt like when Roman lost, it reminded me like this about the Undertaker streak. And I was like, is this real? Like I was almost like hesitant. I was like, this can't be real. But
when he did the second one, I was waiting for somebody to jump in and take him out or something.
You gotta just love wrestling. And this is what people don't understand. Like wrestling is almost the embodiment of Greek mythology. Like you have Cody Rhodes, the son of essentially a royal name and everything else. He's been through the mud, through the shitter, had like my favorite line, right? Goes from undesirable to undeniable. And just that whole storyline, absolutely amazing. Frown, you had a good point saying that Triple H, likes telling stories for the long game, so we're gonna have to wait and everything else. And the last thing I want to say, one thing I do want to say, hey, I'm freaking made of steel, dude. One thing I do want to say, and here we're not gonna agree. I think it's so crazy that now we live in a world. Oh, there he is.
There he is, Joe Morley.
There he is, Joe.
Yeah, there's Joe Morley.
They are in right now. I have always thought wrestling's always been cool, but that's a different discussion. But one thing I want to say, and this is not where we're going to agree on, the fact that we live in a world where Drew McIntyre is better on the mic than The Rock, to me is unbelievable. Like, I think The Rock.
Are you delusional?
Let's go back to Saturday. Let's go back to Saturday. Saturday in that match, I don't think
it on the microphone since day 1 January.
No, he hasn't. Since he's been back. Listen to what I'm telling you, guy. Listen to this, right? Listen to me. Focus. Because let me tell you something. What you're battling right now is nostalgia. I get it. You see The Rock and you remember The Rock. You remember The Rock in the Attitude Era, growing up and everything else. It's just like for a while, right? Every time The Undertaker would come out, I could not see the negative until it got too bad. And now I'm like, Undertaker needs to stop coming out, dude. Please stop using them. Because this is the other thing. 2 things I'm going to tell you. 2 things real quick, and then a third. The Rock can't even sell moves. The Rock can't even sell moves anymore. Couldn't sell the freaking rock bottom on the table. The bastard couldn't even jump up. That's ridiculous. The second one that really pisses me off, how could you not have sold the choke slam better? The Undertaker.
Because the guy who did it was 80 years old. What are you talking about?
But that's what I'm saying. All you have to do is have him hold your throat and you jump up into oblivion.
Because
he didn't do it.
He's 50.
He didn't do it. He didn't do it.
Pop an Achilles.
Let me tell you something. And this is the thing that bothers me. And this is where I don't think, again, we're going to disagree. But this is what you're not understanding. What you said is perfect. How do you keep the young talent without making it about the old heads and everything else? If The Rock really, based off of Monday, is going to do a title run, that is not acceptable. He should not be getting a title. He should not be getting in the ring, and this is my thing. And this is my theory I came up with today. This is the reason why The Rock bothers me so much. I think right now, he's trying to make up for lost time. He left early in his career to go to Hollywood. He left. He probably feels like he has a lot of unfinished business to do. That is not now, guy. You are not that guy. It is all about Damian Priest, Cody Rhodes, the Tribal Chief, the Usos, the freaking Gunther, the Ring General, Kevin Owens,
Logan Paul.
No, I wouldn't even say Sami Zayn because I'm not a Sami Zayn guy either. But you know what I'm saying? It's all about them now. It's all about Drew. It's all about Seth. It's all about those guys.
I don't care.
Let him come up, dude. Like in my mind, him cursing and him
get out of here, Joe. At least I used to be cool. I'll take that.
Him cursing doesn't do it for me. Like that's not enough for a good promo. One thing I will give him credit that I thought was awesome. It was funny.
Here we go. Everybody be careful.
Three things I've liked since he's been back.
Okay, here we go.
3 things I've liked.
It's gonna be a blog story too.
The song that he did, funny. That looked like Vince's rock.
Incredible.
With John Moran.
No, I'm talking about the song that he did on
his
guitar.
entrance.
Yeah, okay. I don't care about that. I'm talking about
the one in Memphis with the
in the guitar.
Yeah.
Oh.
When he used the kids on the Jumbotron, that was funny. And the Rock's entrance Sunday night when John Cena was out there, that was hilarious. But again, listen to what I'm telling you when it comes to him on the mic. I'm comparing him to the last time I saw him, which was against Cena. Cena Rock and this Rock, whatever this is, unrecognizable. And even then, I thought Cena.
Hey,
served him
right
up.
now, this Rock versus this Cena is so much better. Give him that.
No,
like
it's not.
Cena is just like barely trying to make it out there. He's like cracking out there. He needs a cane.
I
don't know.
would
the
put.
bald spot in the back. Just cut it off, man. Like it's time.
Are you really serious?
I don't know.
You
I
know why?
Cena is just,
sorry. You go and
he's
then I'll
in
go.
I'm just saying, Cena looks like he's really ready to check out, and that's why he keeps saying, you know what, I'm not even gonna make it to 50. But I like how he came out yesterday with awesome truth. So he still has a nice rub. I'm just saying, this Rock who trained for 12 weeks straight is better than this Cena. But 10 years ago, fine. Cena ran circles over him. I'll say that finally on the program.
Okay, but let's look at that, right? And by the way, Jorge, you're right. He's just Dwayne. He's not even The Rock anymore. He's irrelevant. Let's look at that, right? Difference in careers.
Final boss.
The Rock, probably less than 10 years, traveling and doing all that stuff, WWE. Is that fair? About?
Yeah.
10 years? All right.
10.
Cena did 20, maybe 25. I don't even know how far he got up to.
He did about 20.
20.
The Rock as a pro wrestler? Oh,
No. The Rock has only been a The Rock was a pro wrestler for about like 10 years.
Give him 10. Give him 10. Yeah, like 94 to 2004.
Cena was about 16. No, like 17 to 20.
Damn, that means he was a champion once a year.
But you see what I'm saying?
Almost,
see what I'm saying though? Like the wear and tear on the body is completely different.
All right. I'll give you that.
And also the different body type. When The Rock was in WWE, allegedly before whatever he puts into himself now, that may not be vitamins. He's a lot thinner. He's a lot more mobile. He's a lot more everything else. When you get older, I just don't think the whole bodybuilder thing is the way he should go. Like he should go more.
But let's be honest.
And everything else.
The Rock did lose. Like from when we saw him in January, Dan, to WrestleMania, he lost weight easily 25 pounds.
Maybe that's true.
To 50. And I thought he looked athletic on Saturday. I thought he looked better than he had. Man, I'll tell you one thing I saw today, and it's a report by I do trust this person. They're saying that next year's WrestleMania main event might be The Rock versus Cody Rhodes for that championship.
1 year build up.
But I think what they're doing is that's to build Cody even bigger than what he is right now. Like, so I think slowly but surely it's just like they're gonna put him up.
Okay, see, now is where maybe I'll get a little fatigued with The Rock. I thought this was perfect. Go back to the movies, man. I loved it.
I would do it. I would do it in
right.
Cleveland, to be honest. I would do it in Cleveland. SummerSlam, Rock versus Cody.
In the final
I
boss
was kind of fresh,
And then maybe Roman's the one that turns on The Rock, and he comes out and he's like, "Hey, why are you trying to take my rematch from me?" So I'm just saying, like, there's ways that you can fix this to where,
The Rock did not get a title match.
I think the final boss gimmick has actually been really good. I think it's been fun.
He's been having so many personas, and they found a new one.
Especially when he takes off the belt and he goes, "Mama Rhodes," and he points it at her and everything. I thought she played her role pretty well as well.
She did. He's deranged at this point. Like, for the fact that he's saying "Crybaby" or Cody Crybabies, and what's the first thing he does? What's the first thing he does when he gets in the ring? Bitch at the referee. Don't you dare call this down the middle. I will fire you. Who's the crybaby
the villain
guy?
role, the final boss.
But that's what I'm saying.
Dan, can we agree on one thing? Like adding the final boss element to the Cody Rhodes finishing the story, I think it added more to Cody Rhodes. And also let him he won. He had his night. Everybody came out to celebrate. Who gets sad? The whole freaking parade from the locker room. Like adding The Rock to the story, I think let Cody go a little higher when it comes to status in the WWE.
Maybe the thing that bothers me is the whole final boss thing. Like, it's funny, it's cool though. When he did the video game thing in his entrance, that was cool. But it's like, I've seen it. Okay, I've seen it from Vincent Kennedy McMahon. I've seen it from Stephanie. I've seen it from Triple H. I've seen it from Vicky Guerrero. Like, The Rock is big enough himself where he doesn't have to flaunt. Which, by the way, whoever the hell's his agent or whatever got them that TKO board doing nothing. I mean, shout out to them. We need to hire them or find them. Like, they need the award. They need the revenue. Like, that's ridiculous.
Let's move on real quick before we bring in Vic, the producer. Dan, you are our resident Colorado Buffs guy. So
what do you have this week? Do you have news still? What the hell?
Oh, there's been a lot of crap coming out of Colorado, dude.
Speaking of crap,
how do you keep tabs on this?
Yeah, well, shout out to Coach JB. Coach JB and Twitter. So the locker room was a mess.
In the locker room.
Oh, didn't somebody weren't they failing their grades or their classes or something?
Correct. but we're a team, correct? So all of us gonna pay for that. It's our house.
I ain't hard to find.
Why
Look
would
at
you
that
leave the
sweatshirt. I
crib?
need to
Some of
get
y'all
some
was
for
raised
Dan.
like that. Your parents let you get down like that. I'm not one of those parents. So we're gonna take care of that after practice today. Normally I would take care of it before, but I want a good practice at you. We're gonna take care of that after practice. And if one of y'all quit, you off the team. One of y'all shut it down or come up with a certain illness of a certain ailment, your locker gonna be clean as well. We're not gonna live like that. Am I wrong for that? Am I wrong for that?
Well, yeah, like, so there's been a lot of things coming out of Colorado. The thing Gilberto mentioned before that was that they were supposedly being disrespectful to teachers.
Yeah,
they weren't
yeah.
paying attention.
Terrible.
They weren't doing what they need to do. And, you know, now this, in my opinion,
there is content. You're right. You're right.
yeah, and in my opinion, I thought
I think
JB
they're
made
recording for like a Netflix show or something like that.
No,
like,
the son, Dion Jr. has a YouTube page, and he's
Wait, there's a Dion Jr. and a Shador and a
Hold
Shiloh?
on. You know that there's
Yeah.
no, hold on. There's thank you, Gilbert. There's another Sanders. Shalomi Sanders, Deion Sanders' daughter, enters a college basketball transfer portal at Colorado.
Oh wow. Oh wow. But so yeah, he runs a media
Every year
thing
for
or
his
whatever.
birthday, though, he ranks his children.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
I like that. That's pretty funny.
But yeah, there's been a lot of stuff coming out, and you know, I think JB made a good point on his show the other day or today. He's like, I just don't think you should be posting that online. All that should get fixed in house. And it's like, I get why they do it because of the recruiting, and they see Coach Prime getting after it and everything else, and maybe for the parents.
Hey, putting the kids on blast for the grades, I actually like that. It won't make them, like, you know,
because the worst part was,
way.
honestly, in that video, he says, let's see if they have a draft grade for the NFL. This guy, no draft grade, and you're acting like this. He keeps going. But it's like, in my opinion, I was talking about this the other day with my coaching buddies. Like, now I'm starting to wonder if, like, he just brought in whatever top talent he could, not really trying to see if they mix well with the team, character issues, you know, what type of person they are. Because, like, that happens a lot, dude. And when you have that, there's a lot of fractures in the team. Like, you can't just bring talented players. You have to, obviously you can, but, like, you need to bring in talent that fits well and is good, you know, chemistry for your locker room. Because how many times haven't you seen guys who are cancers in the locker room, hell of athletes and players, but it never kind of comes to fruition because everybody hates each other. Like, you do have to have that team camaraderie, no matter, despite what everybody believes.
Either
Coach
way,
Dan, I love it.
Before we oh damn it, bastard. Before we move on and again bring Vic.
We got 15 minutes left.
Hold on. I know. Remember what happened last year to these guys when they were playing UCLA?
Oh, yeah,
and they got their diamonds jacked and all that stuff. Okay, look what they're doing now with their social media. Hold on, I'm going.
In Colorado, football players chains. Caleb Mathis got
yeah, this to me is ridiculous. You should not be doing this.
Yeah, checking if it's real.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're checking if it's real.
I think that's that's
and
they're checking to see if it's real.
NIL.
But this is why. You know what's funny? The other day, I thought it was.
I was gonna say, you flaunt that much, you're gonna get jacked. So
yeah. Well, especially when you go to other places, like, well, either way, I don't understand why you would travel with such expensive things. Like, the most expensive thing I travel with is my laptop or my headphones. Like, that's,
you know what the most expensive thing that
the hat.
Oh yeah, my hat. Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah, that thing cost me a pretty penny.
That Deion Sanders travels with number 2.
Bro, so you think I'm wild? Shador Sanders. If you think I'm wild, there's a guy on JB's show who thinks they're going to win a bowl game and Shador is going to go top 5.